Hello, friends. It's Nancy from Astrology and Angel Mediums today with another deck unboxing of a new deck. This is the Earth Song Oracle by Rockpool. And this deck was made by Tarn Ellis, I believe is how you pronounce that. And so essentially, this is a guidance and wisdom from Mother Nature Oracle. And I just thought it was beautiful. I love this kind of matte, maybe more like eggshell kind of box. It almost feels like a linen box. It's very interesting. It feels very natural, not like cardboard. So there's something very luscious about it that just feels really nice to hold. So on the back, it says that this is a 36 card oracle deck with a guidebook included. And this is actually published by Rockpool Publishing, and you can purchase it at rockpoolpublishing.com or on Amazon. So this says that this beautiful deck is from intuitive artist and writer Tarn Ellis. It talks about the ancient wisdom of the earth and being translated as practical and meaningful advice. So as we can see, some of the artwork is really beautiful. Oh, I love these little details on the box. So it is kind of that typical mass-produced kind of box where you can kind of open it. And so here it says, time in nature is never wasted. I love the little details that they've added to make this seem like a much more expensive deck. So here we have the guidebook. So the guidebook has just not as much of a feeling that is similar to the box. It just feels like a regular print, but it does look very earthy. So this is dedicated to Mother Nature, my greatest source of inspiration and joy. And so here we go, and we can see just the beautiful artwork within. So there's an introduction. As with most guidebooks, there's an introduction. There's usually how to use the card section with some card spreads for those that are maybe wanting to have intentional spreads that connect to the art of the deck. So, and then we have the actual card meanings. So there's full pictures and also a lot of information. I mean, there's about 2 pages of information, which I think is good for an oracle deck to kind of give you different things. It seems like very earthy toned kind of artwork, which is nice. If that is something more that you feel like you want to match your aesthetic. I have noticed a lot of decks that are just more aesthetic, but this is beautiful seeing a lot of this. So it does have like the seasons here. And slowly the colors are kind of becoming, different, but still a lot of that same kind of color palette. This is a beautiful moon card. We have the star, eagle, whale, oasis. So there's a lot to kind of see here. It's very much, there's animals, there's elements, there's the seasons, there's places. So I think it's a very well thought out deck, and this is a little bit on the artist and the author. So it is very beautiful. All right, now the deck. So what I did kind of notice when I took it out of the box to just kind of remove some extras out of it was I love these colors. I love how decks now are kind of moving towards doing these gilded edges that are like the same color that kind of matches the theme of the deck. And I just think that's beautiful. So let's look at these cards. They are a traditional oracle size, so slightly wider than a tarot deck, but not anything too crazy. The cardstock is a little bit thinner, but I think that this is great. I don't really have a problem with slightly thinner. I'm trying to get this to focus with slightly thinner cardstock. It might be focused. I just can't see it. As we can see, a lot of that beautiful kind of energy. The cards have the name, the number, and then some words, and then also like a little like key phrase. So there's keywords and a key phrase on each of the cards. So if you like to read more organically or more intuitively, I think that this is a wonderful deck to utilize for that reason. And some of us don't always want to like bust out a guidebook and see what's going on with it. So I think it's a beautiful addition. And we have Moon. I love that Moon card. I'm trying to see if these are stuck together. I don't think so. And there's just a lot of different themes, which I think is nice to kind of connect you more to earth magic. So I do have a couple earthy decks that are completely different kind of vibe than this. So I think this is fun to have some of these additions. It does seem like it's a little bit more female centric. There's more female bodies or female body, kind of representation. So if that is something that maybe you don't really prefer, keep that in mind. But if you are, one of the people that is connecting a little bit more to divine feminine energy, this may be a good deck to add into your practice. So I think that this is beautiful. It's very earthy. There's like muted colors. It almost reminds me of like the desert or something. I don't even know, like kind of a deserty vibe in some ways, just because of this color scheme. I think that this would be a wonderful deck for anyone that is wanting to connect a little bit more to earth magic, or, just having a more earthy deck to work with and connect to. So again, this is called the Earth Song Oracle by Tarn, Ellis, and published by Rockpool Publishing. I will put the date that this is released and can be pre-ordered or so in the description, so you guys are aware of that. So let me know what you guys think. Do you use an earth kind of magic deck in your collection? Is it something that you use in your workings? Is this a deck that you would want to work with and use? How do you feel about the artwork? Do you prefer to have decks that are a little bit more neutral with their art versus having so much of like a person in it? Because that is something that I used to be very big on. It's like I wanted just decks that were more like animals and nature and landscapes versus people in the decks. So let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys have a good one. Please take care, stay safe, and as always, make good choices. Bye.